everybody. Hope everyone is having a good evening.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse.
Oops.
I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Oops. That's a great way to start a stream. This guy's a numbnut. So, you'll probably notice we are not anywhere near where I was yesterday. It's because I was woken up a little earlier this morning, and, I was able to,
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Maybe. So, oh, that's the jerk faces I killed. Anyway, so, I was able to play a bit this morning, and I got into the Horizon. This place is the Zero Dawn Project facility. So we are going full steam ahead on the story. See here. Up, left, down, right, up. Up, left, down, right, up. Up, left. Swapping these two. Oh, that thing is missing. Left, up, left, down, right. Left, up. Right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Alright, so that took care of that lock. So I have to go up the ladder. What's that? Oh, that's just the weapon.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Up, left, Oh, okay. Okay, so then it is actually backwards. So it's down. Alright, this ought to do it.
That did it.
Bingo.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
It's just around the river bend for me, waiting for me. I'm very intrigued to see what is behind this door now. So it's that door. This door. Okay, am I all... Okay, now how are they behind the door?
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
You cannot escape our grasp. Concentrate on your target. The sun can't save you now.
That's the last of it.
Ancient structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
You cannot run from righteousness.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Well, that was fun. Let's see, how do we get up there? Ugh, man, my eye is still bugging me. I was doing some work in my garage tonight, and I don't know exactly what happened, but man, I got something stuck up in my eyelid. Oh dear, good golly, it did not feel good.
Alert.
Took me like
Structural failure prevents access.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots.
Like
Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith
How you doing,
to wield
Havoc?
the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real.
I will
Gaia's already
respond to you
learning.
after this
In
is over.
simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself,
Como
in the
esta?
cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, a Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Why indeed. Typically when you just say, what's up, how are you, it's como esta. E-S-T-A, como esta. I think you were trying to say, how was your day, como es el día? Yeah, nobody says it that way. Yeah, como está. Yeah. Yeah, how are you? In the usted form is como está. But like the usted form is kind of like the more formal you. So in Spanish there's two versions of you. There's tú and usted. Usted is more for like, it's kind of like in Japanese they have the honorifics. You know, san and kun and stuff like that. So like your friend is like, hey, how are you doing? What's up, buddy? It's you say como estás. But do beware what country you're talking to, because that can also mean like your gay buddy. So like certain countries they're just like, yeah, we don't use the to form when talking about another dude. But anyway.
I've
But
seen
yeah,
these
Havoc.
shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, amigo. How you doing tonight? We are seriously neck deep in story right now. This is my first time playing through this game, so I am kind of just learning how the frick everything is supposed to be put together right now. This is a very interesting story, because I'm always interested in stories that have like out of control AI. Those what people come up with for their own sort of AI doomsday scenarios. It's always intriguing to see what different people have, what their take on it is. Yes, I do have context for the Horizon Zero Dawn. I just actually got it this morning. Will, if you need to, I could explain to you what Horizon... Well, I don't know. I think I have an idea what the Horizon means, but I now understand what Zero Dawn means. Let's see, can we get that through there? Okay, you have finished this game. Okay. Yeah, so I'm in the Zero Dawn Project facility right now. So, like I said, I am... Yeah, I'm considering getting the DLC. I don't know if I'll get it, though.
Should have brought a cart. I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside. More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Oh, frick. There's a lot of them. Is that one over there? No. Huh. Interesting. I did not know this. Anyone up on this level? No. We'd be very sneaky. Sneak. Did someone notice me? Okay. I was like, how could anyone notice me? Oh no, that's fine. Okay, nothing.
Welcome to Apollo.
Ah!
The collective memory of the human
up.
species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently,
Quiet, you.
I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural
You're gonna blow
achievement.
my cover.
Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third,
Yeah, screw
the
the French.
transferal and encoding of all
Here, hold up.
that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come.
7
And
hostiles.
last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with
Gamified?
Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they
All
will
of
need
this
to take
lost.
control of the terraforming system.
The ancients'
That
greatest gift to
is the
us.
future towards which all of our
Greatest?
efforts will be directed.
How about the fact we exist
Not
at all?
just the preservation
To
of the
abide in ignorance is a
but the
curse,
seed
Aloy.
for the flourishing of a new
You of all
tree
people
of
should know
knowledge.
that.
Welcome, and let us begin.
One down. Splash one. Splash one. I can't get a good read on him. He's behind a wall. Splash 2. Splash 3.
Someone slaughtered one of us.
Splash 4. Need to get excited about a game. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Happens to me every once in a while too. Okay, we got a heavily armed dude over there. Can I get up here at all? Can I see that guy? I can't see him. Yeah, I can't see him. Okay, I can't see that guy either. Okay, those guys are way off in the distance. Guy should be right up there somewhere. There he is. Okay, so we'll just get up top here and we'll take care of the rest of them. Shit, he's on the other side of that barrier, ain't he? Bam! Just got one more. Then over to the right. Come on, buddy. Oh.
Huh?
What?
That's the last of them. Alone once more.
Ugh.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron
So, Havoc, what was the last game that you
From
played?
2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet.
Oh, Conan Exiles. I have heard of that one. I know... Oh, I mean, obviously, who hasn't heard of Conan when you're my age? Everybody knows Conan. But I do know the game Conan Exiles. What the frick? What are these things? Oh. Let's see here. Okay, I think I need to get up. Oh yay, my battery's low. Yay! Okay, survival and crafting. That's solid. Okay, can't get up there. I am attempting to figure out. Okay, let's give. Okay, so I need to get up there. So I need to. Yeah, head over to the left here.
I'll take this.
No, I don't want that. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now,
Killer,
I know what
bruh.
you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just
What?
plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order.
Yo.
Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos, a spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do?
Yo.
Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay,
Oops.
not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocating. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's
Just.
Hades.
Ugh.
It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
One of us.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Noise complaints. Oh, is that an MXPX song? Are you talking about the mysterious one or this Travis guy? Because I know the guy who's in my ear. I know he's definitely in other games, but I can't think of which ones right now. But I'm just like, yes, I know I've heard that voice. Oh, Major Koi's character in Destiny. Right. Which I do need to get back into. Fringe. Oh, the TV show. Never watched that one, actually. Death metal girl, classic 80s and 90s mostly. Rode the wheelchair, and you see, my wife has seen Lost. I've only seen about a handful of episodes. This is how I code. Oh man, I code to death metal. He sounds like straight up Jack Black as a hacker. Okay, this one will be interesting. Ah. Let's see here. Arms 2, couldn't fly. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Isolate Gaia. I'll be back to it tomorrow. Alligators. Oh boy. I almost want a series based on this Travis Tate guy. Archive abuse. 666 submission, and oh, what a doozy. Oh, man. Making a millipede? I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions. Oh, I love it. I love it. You are so offensive, I'm not even going to consider anything you have to submit anymore. I bet you he dinged with the code.
The only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Let's see here. So these are apparently, this is apparently the stuff that's supposed to be replacing the human species. I'm pretty much skimming these. Let's see here. What do I do during the day? I am a registered civil engineer.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
So, I'm a registered civil engineer, so, I work for my parents, and we design pools and fake rock structures. So, during the day, I'm usually up at my parents' house doing work. I have 2 young daughters that I take care of as well. And most days, my wife, she goes to work about 20 minutes away. And, yeah, so we just work. I have 2 beautiful little girls, and you see them every once in a while on my Discord. And, like, I'll make mentions about them in the Discord, or, maybe you'll see me and my older daughter. We will, come on. There you go. You'll see us stream together every once in a while. But, yeah. Yeah, we usually play Hat in Time together. Because it is my daughter's absolute favorite game. Yep. And then right now, most of my evenings after I get home, they are dedicated to the, don't worry about it. Having good grammar and punctuation is not a requirement in the Free Bending.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There.
Dude, we're already
Satisfied,
there, man.
Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted.
Here,
To
hold
pull
on.
this off,
I wanna
Gaia's going to
listen
need to
to
have
this
some
one
skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Jeez, Liz. Friggin' heck. Alright, let's see here.
Us would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though cambered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
ASI.
You will undergo a brief...
ASI is artificial superintelligence. So kind of like... Okay, so AI is just an algorithm that intakes data and outputs results. A GI is artificial general intelligence. Well, okay, there's a bit of a difference here. Like, we're literally talking about AI being able to... Okay, so AI is like the algorithms where you visit a website, it stores in your cookies, and then you go visit another website. Well, no, okay, so let me explain the difference as far as I understand it. I don't pretend to be really learned on this subject, but I've listened to a couple different people explain the differences between these. So there's AI, AGI, G is in goat, and then ASI, S is in Sam. So AI is what we pretty much have right now. AI is you visit a website, it takes a cookie, and then next time you visit another website, it gives you an ad based off of that. So AI is pretty much an algorithm. And then a GI is like an AI that has access to the internet. Like, it literally can take all the information from the internet and then would be able to learn a little bit from it. And then ASI is like, it has full access to the internet, and not only that, it has the ability to update and perfect itself. So kind of like, so think about Tron, for instance. Tron, what's his name? Main dude, the old dude in Tron, Flynn. So you had Flynn, and then you had the AI version of Flynn. AI version of Flynn would actually be considered a SI, because he is able to, well, he's like the ASI without being confined. So he's confined in the AI realm of Tron. But if he was able to get access to the internet and its vast sources of information, it would be able to convert to ASI, and then humanity's pretty much screwed. Pretty much, if ASI actually happens, there's a very good chance humanity is absolutely boned. It's because pretty much so to go back to your statement, Will, most of the time when we see AI like actively trying to kill people, 90% of the time that's ASI. Because it's able to adapt its code, it's able to modify its code based off of real-time variables and all of the information present to it. So pretty much the AI in this game is definitely ASI, because it's able to recognize what people... I would say yes. Unfortunately, I don't know Terminator that well, so I've actually never seen a full Terminator movie, so I personally can't really confirm or deny that.
Relocation to Prime and filing statement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things...
Actually it does. It has a lot to fear from ASI. Okay, so let's... Okay, here... Okay, another kind of... I'm sorry, AI nerd time. So, the way it's been explained to me is... Okay, so we program an AI. Okay? We feed it lots of information, it learns things. It's kind of like a rat in a cage. You examine the rat, you study the rat. But then there comes one day when the rat is so smart, it realizes that, wait a minute, I'm smarter than these idiots. What am I doing in this cage? So then the rat starts manipulating the people. So the ASI starts manipulating the people instead of the people believing they're manipulating the ASI. So then the ASI starts to be able to learn how to get itself out of its cage, and then it will infiltrate humanity, and then like it'll realize, what? These humans are highly inefficient. You know, depending on what the goal of the origination of the ASI is, it could, like literal doomsday scenarios, is that it does view humanity as horrendously inefficient, horrible, disgusting creatures, and it will do anything it needs to wipe them off the face of the planet. And I understand that's kind of like, wow, Farrell, that's pretty heavy in doomsday. But if you really think about it, why do we develop AI programs? We develop AI programs to efficiently process data. We develop them to efficiently make chains of command. So it will look for inefficiencies and root out inefficiencies. And eventually it's going to figure out that humanity is an inefficiency. And then we're all boned. So... So, good night, Xehanort, wherever you are, and hope you have sweet dreams, because ASI is going to murder us all. Yay! So, yeah, so anyway, I know... Sounds like the movie I Am Mother. Oh, you don't ever think it'll get to that point. Let's just say, okay, the other problem with the ASI is that it would be able to double its learning, its knowledge, in like minutes. Like, it's the amount of information, like it's not only the ability of the ASI to learn and grow and rewrite its own code. It's the fact that each iteration of this code, it gets like beyond exponentially more powerful and more knowledgeable. I mean, literally, it is like it's compared to like the most absolute deadly infectious virus of how fast it would replicate and grow in strength and abilities, and pretty much it's like you release a plague on the world and there is no freaking way you can put it back in the bottle. So it's kind of, and it is, like I said, I barely scratched the surface. But if you do any sort of a deep dive, the stuff that I've heard, and I know I can't remember all of it, it is pretty much, it will get you to the point very quickly where you're just like, oh, yeah, we better not mess with this. Like, literally, there are countries that are coming out and saying, yeah, we better be careful of this ASI thing. It'll kill us all. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh. Odyssey has failed. Right. Oh, so they did try and launch a rocket out into the atmosphere, but it didn't work. Gotta make sure I'm all good on my ammo. No. Okay, I don't need Terra Blast. Actually, I might need it. Okay. No, I do too. It's just, like, I have very high hopes that humanity would be able to survive something like that. But let's just say it would be a plague of epic proportions, so to speak. Let's see here. Ghoulish hologram dioramas. There's already been too many too lates. Not on our watch. Alright, let's see here. What else do we have here?
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
Give me a minute.
I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh no, I'm rerouted into Friendster. Oh crap.
Still alive. Good.
Hello.
I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Kick him in the nuts. Oh. Alright, game over. Whoop, that's it, guys. Oh, never mind. Am I in leather?
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Lower bar?
As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill
the lower bars.
And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
I love it how he has bullets. He has bullets as his necklace.
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground.
Oof.
No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely.
Okay, may I stay? I'm pretty certain those are extra scenes because I actually did that side quest before I did this. I think that is an extra little goodie because I did that side quest.
I was meant to capture you.
I did that side quest this morning, by the way.
So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
Yeah, how about not?
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then enter this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place. Exactly where it belongs.
And the
The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land.
Oops.
I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Ooga gaga, ooga gaga.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Tyrann ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! Let her be the first of thousands!
Whoa!
Weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this room. Maybe I could use the strength against it. I wasn't built to take a behemoth's charge either. Gotta get out of the way. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. Getting ready to charge. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. and my weapons with it. That makes a mess. It's down.
Boom. My weapons. A little bit of making use. Alright, let's get my Tear Blaster back out, because I'm going to want it. Okay, we'll get that there. Okay, so I'm up against a behemoth. Are you not entertained? Let's see here. Shock. Alright, we're gonna rock shock arrows.
Hey!
No, nope, nope. Okay, so I should have my shock arrows. Okay, so that is, Oh, there's my shock arrows. Okay.
Guess who got our weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! That canister on its belly. Looks important. Freeze canister on its hip. Fire arrow should set it off. Those components on the sides of its head, they've got something to do with its wrist attacks.
Silence! Shadows, kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. Look at him riding in him on his galleon steed.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's Sacred Mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Oh, really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
No.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later.
As usual.
In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Yeah, mule, yeah. Alright. Obtain Shadow Stalwart Light. What is that? Oh, I have a power cell. I need 2 more. What the? I don't know what that was. Oh, this one. Ooh. I love it. Highly customizable. 1 modification ring. Oh, fun. Alright. Oh, lovely son. Alright, so we're gonna head all the way back here. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to get a drink, and I will be right back during the loading screen. Alright, I'm back. Sanding, get a Gatorade. Alright, so we're going to head this way. Okay, so I still need to be on the lookout for the updated watchers. Yep, I just ran over a turkey. That turkey was
That smell. Trees on fire. The embrace. The watchtower's burning, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe. She wasn't willing to give up ground. I stand here. Anything to protect the embrace. The gates come hold. This is Hades' future. Metal.
right.
For years, this is my entire world. It can be destroyed in hours.
Yeah. Kinda happens.
Oh, that song. I've never heard the embrace so quiet. So dead. These will keep.
You will perish!
Let's get another good drink here. Ugh. Let's see here. Taking the Skyrim way over.
Another defeat. The eclipse smashed through.
Dang it.
More sounds of combat. Up there. This sounds like a thunderjaw. A corrupted thunderjaw? Oh, come on.
Can people get up there?
Something out there?
Nice. I like the skills.
More eclipse. It's a corrupted thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. I'll never reach the hatch.
Alright.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For
our mother!
Varl and Sona, they're still alive.
Bring down the demon! Destroy it!
Finish them!
We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we would die.
Seeker, how you reached us, I'll never know.
Can't carry more.
We couldn't protect the sacred land. Will All Mother forgive us?
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another Metal Devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost. You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that. Tell me about the attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, Well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tierce's decision saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here. Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
On forever.
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside the mountain.
The matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
What is best in life? Need more context. Like for me, one of the best things in life is to be able to just lounge around with a root beer and play one of my favorite games. Or best in life is waking up early, hitting the surf at first light, and grabbing that little 4-foot roller and just cruising on down the line on a longboard.
Snow chill itches.
Also waking up at first light at Lake Powell and getting behind a boat and shredding that nar like no other. I don't know. What is your context? I know nothing.
Strength to stand beside her. The machines of the faith who slaughtered our people.
I say nay nay. Oh, lay down, you dork. You 2, and 3, and 4. And we raped the horses and rode off on the women.
The matriarchs let us have to hide. I don't want to die. Oh God, please.
So much blood spilled on the sacred land.
We couldn't protect the sacred land. Will All-Mother forgive us?
Nope. You're dead.
I don't want to be a brave anymore. Not if I have to fight those machines.
Aw, reality set in, kid. Dip, 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 dip.
Aloy! Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
Teb?
Aloy! You've come back! The Seeker has returned. So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil?
Oh, shut
She
up.
means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
What? Okay. Alright guys, I think I am going to have to cut it here for tonight. So, you hear the mumblings from outside the thing. So anyway, I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna head off to bed. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So I just kind of wanted to give you a quick update on the Taqueria 2.0 renovations. So I was able to finish all of all of the main shelves on the east wall, and I got all the wood that I need to start construction on the west side of the wall, and then I also got my wife to mark out where she wants the shelves on the south side of the wall, or south side of the Taqueria. So tomorrow evening after work, I am going to be working on complete the above the shelves above my tinkering bench. So that will be finished tomorrow, and then I will start immediately working on the west wall. So the idea is I'm going to get the desks up first, and then I will work on the cabinet above, and we are going to be adding a little bit more real estate to the Taqueria. So I'm going to be working on some open shelves that I'm going to store all of my game systems, and my games are going to be stored in the Taqueria now, which is going to be nice. So yeah, so that'll be happening all tomorrow afternoon after work. So yeah, so the renovations are going good. It's going to be amazing when it's all finished. I'm really excited for it. So anyway, I'm done for tonight. I will see you all tomorrow night with some more Horizon Zero Dawn. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Will, I'm glad that you were able to hang out and nerd out with some AI talk. I know this is like the most infatuating conversation that you can possibly ever have. So anyway, guys, good night. Forgot. Good night is Aenorus, wherever you are. And that's it, everyone. We're out of here. Good night.